Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be showing you how I made this delicious jollof rice and beans. This is not concussion rice and beans, so this is jollof rice and beans. Concussion rice and beans is different from jollof rice and beans. So I'm going to be showing you how I made this. So the first thing you do, of course, is boil some beans. First of all, I started by parboiling my beans. I didn't wash it at all in this place, so I just pour it into the pot and allow it to boil for a few minutes. Like I always say, when you follow all the instructions in my videos, trust me, you will get your desired result. After boiling for some few minutes, After boiling for some few minutes, I drain the water in order to remove the dirty part of the beans. This is usually advisable whenever you are cooking your beans. Even if you wash your beans before you pour it into your pot, it's advisable for you to parboil it before you start your actual cooking. So after parboiling my beans, I pour in a fresh water and added the beans back to the pot. Then I went in with more water, and then I added some onions and allowed it to cook until it is soft. Not too soft, but soft enough to chew. So if you've gotten to this part of the video, kindly subscribe to my channel so that you can get to see more of my videos. I cook different kind of recipes, different kind of African recipes, and different foods on low budgets that you can enjoy. So my beans is boiling on one side of my gas, and then let's make the jollof rice. I have earlier made a video on how to make the perfect Nigerian jollof rice, but for the purpose of this video, I'm going to be doing more like a recap of what I did in my former jollof rice video. In case you want to have a well detailed tutorial on how to get the perfect smoky party Nigerian jollof rice. The link the link to the video is attached in the description of this particular video. But however, I'm going to do a recap on how to make the perfect Nigerian jollof rice. So as you saw in the video, I heat up some oil. I added my onions. I added bay leaves. I added dried thyme. This is to build the flavor for the jollof rice. So after frying everything together, I added my tomato paste. I used Party jollof rice for as my tomato paste for my jollof rice. So you will fry your tomato on medium heat and allow it to fry until it start looking as if it's about to get burnt. It's about to get burnt. Emphasis on about to get burnt, not actually burning. You make sure you keep stirring on medium heat until it looks like it's about to get burnt. And one of the very important tips I normally give for jollof rice is, if you want it to have that Nigerian smoky effect, I would advise that you cook with a wooden spoon, just like the way I am doing in this video. And also, it's either you use a stainless steel pot, a cast iron pot, or cocoa. Cocoa is what I'm using in this video. All these are our locally made what's it called? Locally made pots that our mummies used for us as we were growing up. Those are the perfect spots for the best Nigerian jollof rice. So after frying your tomato paste to satisfaction, you add your pepper mix. The pepper mix for jollof rice is actually very important. If you want to learn how I made the pepper mix for this jollof rice, kindly watch the video attached to the description box of this particular video. It has the A to Z of cooking the perfect Nigerian jollof rice. But for the purpose of this video, I'm also going to do a recap. So when you're making your pepper mix for your jollof rice, I use basically more of tatashe, like 75% tatashe, 10% tomato, 5% bawa, that's chili pepper, and 5% rodo, and a lot of onions. Like, you need to be very generous with your onions. Onions add this very sweet and delicious flavor to your food. Like be very, very generous with your onions. Add enough onions and oven baked. It's either you oven bake it or you boil everything together. So that's by the side. After frying your pepper to your desired consistency, you add your already washed rice. Emphasis on washed rice. Make sure you wash your rice thoroughly until the water turns clean, until you see that the water is no longer having that starchy effect. Then you add it to our pepper mix and allow it to fry on medium heat for some few minutes. After some few minutes, you check in and stir everything together. When making jollof rice, I always say that you need your arms. Like your arms has a lot of work to do. You have to keep stirring. And there is one thing I want you to have at the back of your mind. Your jollof rice is going to get burnt. There is actually nothing you can do about it. So after frying and stirring together, you go in with your meat stock. I added meat stock in this case, but the last jollof rice I cooked, I used chicken stock. It all depends on the stock that you have, but I actually prefer to use chicken stock for my jollof rice. But in this particular video, I used beef stock for this particular video. So when you're cooking your jollof rice needs only steam to cook. Like you don't need to add a lot of water when you're cooking your jollof rice. So you just add like a little water at least 1 centimeter above your rice. That is all your rice needs for it to cook perfectly. You will get the perfect jollof rice if you follow this step. Like it is that simple. Just follow these steps and you are good to go. Then you cover with a foil paper and allow it to steam for the first 15 minutes, just like the way it is in this video. After the first 15 minutes, you check up on your rice. As you can see, the water is no longer visible in the rice. You stir everything together. Like you need to use your hand so that the rice beneath the pot can come up and the one up can go down so that everything can cook evenly. At this point, you will taste your rice to see if you don't need to add any more ingredients. As for me, I needed to add a little salt to the rice so that I can get the taste that I am looking for. So then you stir together. But if you think your jollof rice is tasting the right way, you don't need to add any other thing. Just cover the pot with a foil paper and allow it to cook for extra 30 minutes. If you were cooking only jollof rice in this case, you will allow it the rice to steam for 45 minutes. But because we are cooking jollof rice and beans, you should let it cook for 30 minutes on an extremely low heat. Emphasis on extremely low heat. Make sure your gas is on an extremely low heat so that it can steam together and not overburn. So this is after 30 minutes. As you can see, our rice is looking so good already. Our jollof rice is looking so good already. At this point, the rice is cooked, but not like very soft. Not soft enough, but it is cooked, but it still needs to cook for a while. So after stirring everything together, you go in with your beans. At this point, my beans was already ready, and I had already put it in a sieve. So you pour the beans into the jollof rice and you mix everything together. Like you mix thoroughly because the pepper and all the spices, all the ingredients that you use has to mix together with the beans. So you make sure you mix together thoroughly. Then you cover and let it steam together for extra 10 minutes. Let it steam together for extra 10 to 15 minutes. Cover with a foil paper. Like I always say, your jollof rice does not need a lot of gas, does not need a lot of light. It just needs some steam to cook. Now this is after 10 minutes. Look at our jollof rice and beans. It's looking so good. It tasted so good. It was perfect. The perfect taste, the perfect tenderness. The beans was soft and well cooked. The jollof rice was also making sense. Everything was just making sense. I paired my jollof rice and beans with boiled eggs and also some fried plantain. If you get to this part of the video, kindly like, comment, and subscribe so that you can get to see more of my videos. Bye guys, I'll see you next time.